I dealt with a whole other set of issues that
Were
was
you body
really
shamed?
interesting. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I guess, I mean, I did gain weight, but I don't care. Like I
Right.
did.
But did it get to you at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is I posted this photo on Instagram and I was like, I'm super, like, there's more to love. I'm happy with myself. And the
Right.
reason why I did that is because I didn't want them to win. Because then the next day, it wasn't about how I gained weight. It was about how...
I just never know what women are thinking. Because it's just like they say one thing and they mean another thing, and they're like, do this, and then, no, don't do this. And then I'm like, what do you mean?
From my previous relationship, I think I still was dealing with a lot of unforgiveness and all that sort of stuff. So.
Most is peace. I feel so good about who I am, where I am, who I'm with. It just, I don't know, I feel like I've grown up.
Here's a truth bomb to kick us off. Sometimes the biggest breakups don't just shatter your heart, they mess with your identity, your body, your sense of self. That's what happened to Selena Gomez. We've all seen the headlines, the TikToks, the tweets, but beneath the surface is a raw, painfully real story of a young woman navigating global fame, toxic relationships, body image scrutiny, and the courageous journey of finding self-worth in the wreckage. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. And here's the kicker, she didn't just go through it. She grew through it. Whether you're a fan of Selena, a survivor of your own emotional battlefield, or someone who's simply trying to love yourself a little harder, this story is for you. Let's peel back the layers of the perfect pop princess image and reveal the very human truth behind it all. We've all heard "Lose You to Love Me," a melancholic piano ballad that screamed heartbreak, healing, and power all in one breath. But what you might not have known is how quickly and honestly it was written. Selena texted her collaborators and said, "I think I'm ready to just say I'm sad." That's it. No dramatic metaphor. No filtered version. Just unfiltered truth. Within 45 minutes, the song was born. Now imagine that. Years of a publicly dissected, emotionally draining relationship, expressed in less than an hour. But here's where it gets interesting. The heartbreak wasn't just emotional. It was physical. It was mental. It changed her entire relationship with herself and her body. Ever been there? You break up with someone and what happens next? You try to move on. But if you're Selena Gomez, the whole internet watches. After her split from Justin Bieber, who began dating Hailey Baldwin 3 months later, by the way, a new conversation began to brew, and it wasn't about the music. It was about her body. She gained weight. She smiled less. She looked different. And the world noticed. TikTokers pointed out how she was always skinny when she dated Justin. Fans dissected old photos. Comments exploded. And people, as people do, speculated. But then Selena did something unexpected. She posted a photo, fully aware of the chatter, and captioned it, "There's more to love. I'm happy with myself." That wasn't just a clapback. That was a declaration of war against shame, expectations, and anyone trying to shrink her confidence. Let's be real, Selena isn't the only woman who's felt pressure to stay small. In her relationship with Justin, that pressure was magnified. Being a model-loving partner's girlfriend meant silently competing with impossible standards. She had to smile when she didn't feel like it, pose when she wanted to cry, be his type when she barely recognized herself. This isn't just celebrity drama, this is real life. Have you ever changed something about yourself to be loved a little more? Your laugh? Your clothes? Your weight? Selena did too. And yet, when the relationship ended, the real work began, unlearning the conditioning, redefining self-worth, and facing a body she barely recognized anymore. In a brave interview with NPR, Selena called it what it was, emotional abuse. She said she was haunted by the past. And not in a poetic, rom-com kind of way. It was paralyzing. "I do feel I was a victim to certain abuse," she admitted. "Yes, and I think it's something that I had to find a way to understand as an adult." This moment? It was bigger than a breakup. It was Selena stepping out of the shadows and owning her story. Not as a headline, not as a pop star, but as a woman who had the courage to say, "This happened." It hurt, but I'm healing. Can we talk about how rare that kind of honesty is in the spotlight? Then came the TikTok. A Selena fan posted a montage skinny Selena through the Justin years and dropped the line that ignited yet another storm. She was always skinny when she dated Justin. Q. Speculation screenshot digging old photos, resurging accusations flying. Some fans cried misogyny. Others said she's better off. But for Selena, the truth was simple. She didn't want them to win. Posting that photo was her taking the power back, making it not about her weight, making it about her worth. Can you imagine flipping a public narrative like that? Here's the most beautiful part of this messy, complex, internet-fueled saga. Selena didn't just survive. She transformed. She realized she didn't need to shrink herself, literally or figuratively, to be lovable. She embraced softness. She embraced truth. She embraced herself. And that is a masterclass in modern healing. Because guess what? Sometimes you do have to lose someone to find yourself. And sometimes, gaining weight is the strongest thing you can do when you've been starved of self-love for years. Let's step back from celebrity life for a second. Maybe you're not being followed by paparazzi. Maybe your ex didn't marry a model 3 months later. But maybe still. Compare yourself to who you were before, feel pressure to look a certain way to be accepted, struggle to accept your changing body, wonder if you're too much or not enough. Sound familiar? If so, Selena's story is your reminder. You don't owe anyone perfection. You don't owe anyone your before photos. You definitely don't owe anyone a body that shrinks to meet their comfort. You owe yourself peace, power, and pants that actually fit. Let's give it up. Not just for Selena, but for you. For every girl who stopped chasing someone who wouldn't choose her back. For every woman who said, you know what? This weight? These tears? This whole version of me? Still worthy. That's the real glow up. And it's not on Instagram. It's not in a TikTok transformation. It's in the quiet moments when you finally feel whole again without needing someone else to complete you. Selena isn't your savior. She's your mirror. A reflection of what it looks like to break and still shine. Maybe you're still healing. Maybe you're in the messy middle. Maybe you're just realizing that it's okay to take up space, emotionally, physically, unapologetically. Wherever you are on the journey, let Selena's story be your gentle nudge. You don't have to stay small. Choose yourself. Loudly, fully, fiercely. What part of Selena's story hit you the hardest? Have you ever felt pressure to shrink to be accepted? Drop your thoughts in the comments, or better yet, share this with someone who needs to hear it today. You never know whose healing could start with just one story. Let's start the conversation below.